kids, you're watching Storytime with Miss Best. The book I've got for you today is a favourite in my family, among my nieces and nephews, and I'm sure in lots of other homes in New Zealand as well. If you haven't heard it before, I hope you enjoy it after hearing it today. It's called The Little Yellow Digger, and it was written and illustrated by Betty and Alan Gilderdale. The Little Yellow Digger. In the next door garden, they were digging out a drain when the weather turned quite nasty and it poured and poured with rain. The garden got so muddy that the little digger stuck. So they sent another digger, and it really was bad luck. That it slid upon the mud in the wind and the rain and fell upon its side in the half-dug drain. So they got a bigger digger, but the bigger digger stuck. Then a bigger digger was brought up on a truck. It was huge and it was heavy. And you guessed it, it got stuck. Now, in the next door garden, slowly sinking in the ground, was the little yellow digger with its wheels spinning round, and a digger on its side in the half-dug drain, with the bigger red digger, which had ropes and a chain. And the bigger digger all shining in the rain. They were sunk down deep with the bright red truck, deep down in the mud, and all of them stuck. Then the drivers had a meeting and they said they wouldn't stay, but promised they'd come back when the rain had gone away. And only 2 days later the wind blew brisk and dry, and the sun shone very brightly from a blue and cloudless sky. The mud dried hard as concrete, so when the men came back, the bigger digger was still stuck upon the track. They couldn't make its engine turn the wheels around. The mud had hardened round it and trapped it in the ground. Mud trapped the bigger digger with its ropes and its chain, so it couldn't pull the digger from the half-dug drain. But the little yellow digger was standing on firm ground. They managed now to start it, and the wheels turned round. It was the little yellow digger that pulled the digger from the drain. And they both together pulled the bigger digger with its chain. Then all three pulled together, till with a clatter and a thud, the bigger digger rumbled up out of the mud. So the bigger digger and its truck went back, and they drove the other diggers home along the track. But the little yellow digger stayed to finish off the drain. It helped to make a driveway that would stay hard in the rain. And often we remember those diggers in the truck and how it rained and all the mud and everything got stuck. Well, what a lot of trouble all that rain caused, but just as well the diggers could all work together to get them all out of the mud. Well, that's it for another episode of Storytime with Miss Best. If you've got any requests, I'd love you to pop them in the comment section below, and you might see it in a future episode of Storytime with Miss Best. But until next time, ka kite!